EDP445 is back. And this time, he's not holding back no more. Because he's just letting it fly. He's just saying, you know what? Let me not say that because y'all might quit me out of context. I don't want that. But he just flat out said, you know what? I don't regret anything that I did. I will do a documentary and just say whatever the fuck I want. That's what he did. Because apparently he's starting this new documentary who people are acting like this is a bad thing. And I can't see where he's coming from. We should not be giving this guy a platform for him. But let's be honest, this isn't the worst attention ever. It could actually get him arrested, according to Moist Critical, who is in the documentary and has already seen the documentary. I already seen a video on that, so yeah, and plus to all the money that is made from this documentary will go to victims of sex SA and all of that. So that's why I'm not getting this documentary shit. But some people, they don't know all that, and they don't like the fact that he's doing this. And so yeah, we'll be watching a video from Tommy and G. Stop bringing EDP445 back. So without further ado, before we watch this, let me know if I should watch the documentary. Let me know. Y'all want to watch the documentary? Let me know in the comments down below if you do. And without further ado, let's watch.
Certain things refuse to die off in the world no matter what hits them. Cockroaches, which have the ability to survive nukes and for some reason have worse and worse mutations come every summer. We're gonna hit a point where a summer bug ends up mutating into cell. I can't stand these. The immortal jellyfish, which yes is real and can live forever. And EDP445 with his reign on social media.
Oh, well, he was talking to 13 and 12-year-olds. F*** all that.
I told you, he's not holding back. Fuck you mean... Wait, what did you say again?
F*** all that.
Fuck you mean fuck all that. No! No!
As of me recording this, it's been over 5 years since EDP first got caught trying to meet up with a 13-year-old. And this man has done everything in the sun to try and keep his social media profile up. Here's all the platforms he's tried to come back on, by the way. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Bigo Live, Facebook, Cameo, his website, Twitter/X. It's like, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? The fact that he still hasn't given up and just said, fuck it, let me get an anonymous online job is wild. Most of the time, if a creator has a controversy this bad, they pretty much soft quit at first, then disappear to never be seen again. And for 2026, I would say, to be honest, that I really haven't seen EDP pop up that much. When he first got canceled and banned, it seemed like he was fighting tooth and nail to stay platformed. But every time he'd either be banned or mass reported, which then led to a ban, it really seems that he's mostly decided to give up, and most people haven't been hearing his name this year. Until a trailer dropped on July 26th this year titled The Sick Mind of EDP445. Now my first thought was seeing this pop up was, why the f does EDP have a documentary? Like, to me, there is genuinely no need to have a documentary on EDP445 with his history. It would be one thing if the
No, it sounds like he's got some crazier history according to Moist Critical. He has like total 20 crimes, and we only know like what, about maybe like 3, 4.
Documentary was covering him without his input, but you're gonna have to sit down for an hour or two or however long and hear EDP saying this constantly.
Why do you think you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old?
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already clear.
He fully did this,
no, it's
probably
not fucking clear.
For him. My main concern with the documentary isn't even the fact that it's being made. Mine is, was EDP actually paid to film this shit? Because I'd assume there is no world
according to Moist Critical, he willingly did this. I don't think he gives a flying fuck anymore. Thank you. I don't think he gives a flying fuck.
EDP decided to randomly respond to a YouTube documentary director and accept the deal of sitting down for hour-long sessions and being questioned on his crimes without getting paid. In fact, nobody who's in a down pat position like EDP would do that for free. This is all just me assuming, okay? I don't want people spamming the dude who made it saying,
Hey, Tom in if you said you paid EDP for it, you scumbag.
but I feel like even if EDP was paid, it would be through a contract where they both can't say shit about it. I mean, in the documentary, he was reenacting scenes, like in one shot he was wearing a jumpsuit and went in a jail cell. There's a random scene of him just screaming at the camera. I don't know, I refuse to believe this was done for free. Also, in the documentary, people notice EDP is set up like a multi-universal threat. Like the only person that could beat him in a fight is,
I mean, if we keep it buck, he's not that level. But he is a monster, bro.
Ultra Instinct Goku with max stats. There's a couple of prominent people featured in the documentary, with the main ones being Moist Critical and Gideon. I'm pretty sure because they're considered EDP's biggest haters, with Moist Critical going viral when he first reacted to it, and he's always making updates on EDP. And Gideon terrorizing EDP any chance he was able to.
Bro, Gideon do be terrorizing Gideon. Or Gideon do be terrorizing EDP. Bro, Gideon's whole fucking thing is literally from this man. This is a man that left the legend. All my titles I say EDP trying to do this. All that is inspired by this man. He's like the ultimate one.
To in public. It seems like for the documentary, EDP is probably gonna regret no matter what type of money he may have got paid, because Moist Critical gave his thoughts on it after watching it himself and said EDP admitted to multiple crimes on camera.
That's a piece of it, but he was expressing confusion that he would even agree to do this, because he is just outwardly admitting to all of these crimes, with no remorse, like even just casually talking about his crimes and like his intent and everything.
Apparently the first scene of the documentary is going to be disgusting.
It is shocking, like genuinely, like I'm not using that as like a buzzword, it was shocking to watch this.
It makes no sense to do this in the first place, but the fact he admitted to the crimes while denying it in public for years is hilarious. EDP has come up with some of the most ridiculous lies to try and save his career. Of course, we got the classic when he got caught saying he just wanted his cupcake. You had him claiming the meetup wasn't sexual and he was just meeting. You had him say technically he didn't do anything wrong because it was an adult decoy even though he thought it was a minor. You had him fake emails saying the whole thing was a setup from a production company. There's also two things, good and bad, I could see going with this. It could be good if EDP goes on camera and, like Moist Critical said, admits to multiple crimes he did in detail, thus justifying a case to be opened again and for him to be potentially arrested. It's not exactly confirmed or anything if he can get arrested for this because the original case did get f***ed over. But who knows, there could be a chance we finally see EDP behind bars after admitting to every crime he did. The bad side of things is if he doesn't get arrested and gets even more relevance from this. Sadly too, I think this is more likely. Just off the trailer coming out, the amount of creators, streamers, and reactors that have already watched it is a lot. EDP's name hasn't been spread like this in a while. I would go to say ever since the crime first happened. He tried to come back so many times, eventually people didn't care when he tried to. And when it actually comes out, you're gonna see even more people reacting to it. Me as well, to be honest. And with EDP, for some reason, there's always been weirdos who still like to support and send him money. Like when he was on TikTok streaming for a little bit, you could see on his live, he was getting donated stuff every second of the live. So he could take advantage of his name being boosted and try to make a comeback on a platform like Rumble or something. I fully believe if Adolf was alive today, Rumble would allow him to stream for free with a gambling sponsorship. Even in the trailer, you can see some random dude defending EDP.
Say EDP is completely innocent.
Insane.
A few moments later.
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already completely.
You don't get any benefit from saying this. The only thing you'll get is a lifetime of job rejections from after they check your digital footprint in 5 minutes. There is a lot of people that do be thinking like this though. The problem is you can't tell if it's rage bait or actually serious. They'll say something like, well, it wasn't EDP's fault she was responding back. Yes, it is a grown-ass 30-year-old man's fault from responding back to a 13-year-old constantly. They just completely ignore all the other times EDP got caught messaging minors. The whole thing is similar to David, where just like EDP, you'll have people defending him. They'll change their profile picture.
Oh my goodness, the David one. I saw a post on Twitter. Actually, it was a screenshot from another tweet about Celeste being in hell taking, I'm not going to say it, and it said hashtag free David. He needs to be thrown in prison.
To David and say free him. Rage bait used to be believable, now everyone just looks at the message and sighs. I think the weirdest thing with EDP is the fact he thought he could redeem himself. Like, for the longest, the reason EDP would keep posting is because he thought, just like with most internet drama for people, if he keeps posting, people will move on and forget. But what he did wasn't like a cheating scandal or saying something controversial. He literally tried to meet up with a child. There is no recovery as a creator from doing that. And it seems like the jokes are already starting to play out for people. Because you're having EDP445 edits now happen. You know how they say mics need to be taken away from podcasters? CapCut needs to be taken away from TikTok editors.
Hey. Watch it. Not these guys though. Take CapCut away from them. But that's how I edit my TikToks, bro. Hey, my YouTube shorts are actually getting views. Relax. But get CapCut away from these fools. What are we doing? God, these are ass.
You know, I was never a full-on believer of the government mematic warfare, where they say the government tries to push and soften things to the public to get them distracted, like Epstein jokes, for example. But I'm sorry, y'all are right, man. Imagine being a mom, spitting a child out your cooch after 9 egregious months of pregnancy, just for them to grow up and make edits of a It gets to a point with these editors where, can we even appreciate your edit off the skill when you're editing EDP? It reminds me of when you see a good artist editing some weird on the internet for a fandom. Like a creepy fan of the Loud House where they make a fan comic and the artwork could be as impeccable as Picasso, but the fan comic is full of incest between siblings. These people don't realize that this will track them down for the future. If your number is connected to TikTok, your employer will see it. And what happens when you're 30, building yourself up in the corporate world? Then they see an edit you made when you were 16 of EDP445. The whole documentary also reminds me of that meme people have with Netflix and documentaries. If you don't know the meme, it's basically anytime a huge murder case happens or disaster, people go in the comments saying the 3-episode Netflix special is gonna hit, or they say Netflix executives are already on it. They always try to get to it ASAP to make the most money possible. Now, granted, this documentary could be worse. According to them, they're donating all the proceeds to a non-profit called RAIN, which is the leading organization to try and end sexual violence. I really hope this isn't a lie and they follow through with that promise.
I hope so.
I genuinely have a feeling, though, this could give him more good spotlight than he needs. Like I said earlier, he could go on Rumble, but not just that. There is a ton of different niche websites controversial people go to all the time to get money. And sometimes they'll have crypto donos specifically so they can't be tracked and can collect money in private. I wouldn't be surprised if EDP randomly pops up back on Twitter/X. I have zero faith that Elon would ban EDP or care to. There's also websites like Give, Send, Go, which I feel like EDP would go on. It's pretty much evil GoFundMe, where if someone crazy goes on GoFundMe, they usually get banned, which is typically predators or racists who try to raise money for themselves for something bad they did. But Give, Send, Go allows anybody to raise money, whether it's someone racist or a predator. It don't matter. Or let me say it's up to the platform whether they want to remove somebody or not, and most of the time they keep everybody up. EDP could open up some sympathy charity thing, and I bet you people will donate. You can also donate anonymous and leave messages. All the internet creeps are gonna secretly donate to let him know they're still behind him. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yeah. I think that's actually understandable concern, to be honest. I think that's an understandable concern. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below. Y'all want me to record me watching this documentary? Just let me know. But without further ado, I will see y'all later.